And before we went on the break, I would have read the story for you, and I would have had my say, as we say. So Trinidad and Tobago, after all of that and listening to all that and reading all that, and as I continue to say, these people have no moral authority to speak to us, none whatsoever. They query the food box, they query the vaccine. I don't know what again they want to query. Maybe they might query which needle they're using. They might start to query why they're going to the health centers. Everything is a query. Everything is a bacchanal. Everything. No behavior whatsoever. None. And while they're doing that, people are still testing positive and people dying. And still people going to be out of a job and people will be still needing food when the day comes. But they don't care about that. Right? They don't care about that. So they come to talk all they go bar and they garbage. And everything is about make the government look bad. Make the government look bad. And in the process, you're hurting the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago because simply all the government and the opposition have to do is work together. But instead of that, the opposition take the position, make the government look bad. No, so up on the lines, let's take some calls and listen to what the callers of this radio station and this program have to say. So we go argue and make a bacchanal, confusion, cuss and carry on. Because that is the way the UNC do things. We got to change that.
So numbers are 342-0081, 466-5391. Caller, good morning.
Morning again, good morning, Sharon. Listen, these people care nothing. You know what one tell me yesterday? But I went and get the job, eh? You know one tell me? He said, no matter who in power. He said, we have everything already. Still, when all in power, all you go free, all you treat me good because all you want me go for you. And when we in power, we have everything. I said, but this is how what they're thinking is doing. So we had to do it. So we had to say, we go make all the, every time we go make all the miserable all the time. I said, who's all you? He said, you with them, so why you looking like? What are you looking like? He said, I say all the way I mean. I said, my God. Anyway, besides that, Dr. Rowley, hold it for you and pull it full speed ahead. Just hold on to the balance wheel and pull the corner when you have to pull the corner. Even though you have to bounce down to 3 of them in the road because they need bouncing down, they're just obstructing the traffic. Anyway, morning, girlfriend, and morning to everybody again. Go on.
Caller, good morning.
Morning, morning.
Morning.
Did you hear the Attorney General last night, Mother?
Yes, I was listening.
White is the one the request for lawyers' fees. Did you hear the Attorney General? They are asking for the request of the fees. And the Attorney General explained to us last night, you know why they're asking for that? Because they want to know who lawyer. It's not that they want to know what is the cost. If you get to know who lawyer, then it explains what it is the lawyer is doing, what matter he is investigating. Right? You saw in Australia sometimes somebody infiltrate our organization. That was yesterday. Get them an app. And the app point out everybody, they lock up down to people in England with cocaine. So I'm waiting to see the outcome of that. You understand what I'm saying, Mother? So when they're asking questions in Parliament, it's not to ask questions for the population. The questions they're asking is to try to save themselves. Because if the information comes out,
so true.
It throws the case into what they call what? I forget how the term they use it. It makes the case discreditable because the information is out there and the public is discussing the information. You understand that? Enjoy the morning.
Thank you very much. Well, at this time, the reports I'm getting at the Sound Health Center, since 5 o'clock, people line up. Only few people don't want the vaccine. Aye. Just remember to social distance. In another time, I would have run down the road and get you a video and come back. But I'll look at to see if I could get one of my people to do that for a short while. Make sure that you're social distancing, eh? That's all I want to remind you all. But before you take the next call, Bruce, so I read in here this, eh? Having 10,000 people go home will push people to poverty and lead to more crime. Government must vaccinate the 10,000 workers and get them back to work so they can provide for their families. But I might tell her and burst her bubble. They have been calling contractors and asking for workers who want to be vaccinated, not who are forced to, who wants to be vaccinated. The list must be sent and we're going to start to vaccinate them. All right? Right here we said it, and I said it, if people get vaccinated, that's the only so we can go back to normalcy a little bit of it, and gradually, we will be back to the normal norm, but we will try to be back out there. But you have to get vaccinated. All right? So the same having 10,000 people go home, they're not going home. They're still getting a stipend. They're still getting a salary when the fortnight comes. They're still getting a little money. And I am praying and hoping, that the vaccinating of the workers can do as quick as possible so we can get them out there. Not just because we want them to get out there, because you know that CPEP is the only organization, sorry to say, who vexed this morning or they know what to do. Can have the communities clean. Like it or not, light in a pipe and smoke it. I had to defend them this morning. Yeah, take your calls.
Caller, good morning.
Morning, Bruce. Morning, Sharon.
Morning.
Morning.
Oh boy, I would like to say speedy recovery to my friend. And I'll be good there. I would like to just say this morning. These people, the opposition, I listening to them and the little forums and all the little virtual meeting and all them kind of things. It have no substance behind it. It's just fluff and old talk and just looking to bring up points to discredit this government and the good job they are doing. First world countries, this thing ravaged the country, right? All United States, big first world country like India, right? Until the people started throwing them and the guns and all of them, they started mash them up because they're frustrated with the amount of death on a daily basis. They wouldn't tell you, some of them trying to get this impression that CPEP closed down and they want to think CPEP workers. They wouldn't tell you that just how KFC workers home and they getting a cent from Prestige Holdings. It is alleged. The government closed down CPEP, so while they're not working, they're just passing the grant through you, so you're getting a grant, a separate grant. They wouldn't tell people these things. I hear them asking for investigation into the lawyer fees and all them kind of things. Come now, here I wanted to ask the commission or inquiry into the 1-point-something billion or give a handful of lawyers in all the little terms. But if the project or they engaged in all the terms was riddled with corruption and cost overruns, how come you go tell me that Romain was able to get majority of these projects cut by 3/4 and a half and all them kind of things? That's what all you're supposed to be asking for commission of inquiry for. You understand, Dr. Wally doing a very good job. Sharon and Tobago, have a good morning. All you go and get vaccinated. I love to and listening. Sharon, good morning. Bruce, have a good morning. Thanks.
Amen, bless.
Morning.
Caller, good morning.
Morning, Bruce. Morning, Sharon, Dominic, and everybody else. Good morning.
Morning, Mrs. Crosby.
Bruce and Sharon, what's happening, you see the way how Dr. Rowley is managing the country. They don't know about that type of management. Because Dr. Rowley, the government now is making sure that everybody gets something and to prevent us from dying. And they were not able to manage that sort of thing. So this is why you find they are criticizing. This is not how they would have done it. Okay? Money would have been spent, say they spent, and then the next thing you know, money finish. And I guess maybe what some people must be thinking, they not leave, this government ain't want to leave any money for them to use, you know? So this is why they wouldn't like the way this, of how this government is managing the COVID. Okay? Bye.
Thank you very much.
Boy. Let me see who's calling. Let me try this. Caller, good morning.
Morning, Bruce. Morning, Sharon.
Morning.
Morning, Sean, man.
Yeah, morning to you, all our 919 listeners, whoever you may be at this time. Sharon.
Yo.
Boy.
You hearing me?
Yeah, I hear you. We have to thank God that the PNM, the government is in place, is in you know, we always say, you're alive at this time because they are special. PNM is really special. If this pandemic is happening with the UNC in power, well, let's understand from 2010 to 2015, the kind of chaos it had in the country. We was begging every day we was praying for the day for the election to come to vote them out. You could understand if Kamala was in power, what would happen to this country? The kind of deaths we are seeing today. Or they understand that all who are vaccination hesitancy, all they don't want to take the vaccine, especially I hope that this will happen to CPAP workers because we need to go back out there. We need to keep the country clean. All they could understand if the UNC was in power, the state that the country will be in today. All they could understand how much deaths we'll have today. Look at India, Moody. They ravaged the country because of power. That election didn't care, didn't business. Right now, it's a third strain heading their way, right? They're doing all that they could now to stick to the WHO guidelines, right? And this government has stuck to the protocol, all the guidelines that they receive, and all they hesitant people, especially my people, especially people who belong to CPEP organization, please go and take all the vaccines so we could go back out there because it is not fun being in your home, locked down, and curfew and this and that. It is not fun. You understand? Let us all participate in this process and go out there, go get back the country to normalcy, that the country could rise again and the country we could have the money flowing, circulating through the country, and internationally, let me go back and do business. People, if everybody think like this, and if everybody do their part, we'll get back to normalcy quicker than what we think, right? We'll get back to normalcy. Sharon, you all are doing a very important job, more than ever. You understand? You all are acting, you and Bruce and Dominic are acting as influence the people. And I know, based on the work that you all are doing in 919 there, all the presenters, we are winning the fight. All the and I like how every time the UNC come up with the nonsense, it is rebutted with facts and figures. All they're doing a pretty good job. You understand? I'll go on, I'll look to listening. Enjoy your day.
Yeah, man.
And Sharon, I'll call you after.
All right, no problem.
Sharon, Felix.
No problem. Yes, sir.
As it is say, information coming my way. At the Carnage Health Facility, the line for vaccine has reached by the hardware, which is up about, let's say, 2 blocks away.
I tell you.
Almost
So
two blocks away because of the distance.
And I want other people to report us in the other districts and tell us what's happening in your district in terms of vaccine in the health center.
In Mova as well, the line is very long. Diego Martin Health Center has a very long line as well. So the little reports are coming in. You know, people, according to you, people want to get the vaccine.
People want to get their vaccine. I don't know why some people trying to stop other people and telling them a certain nonsense. People want to get their vaccine. If you have any other call, take the call. But people, you need to log on to our chat. Go to YouTube on IWER TV and on Facebook, the Street 919 FM. Only know when I come here to hit real hard and with facts and information. I don't have time for no pat and powder. I come here to deal with issues. I ain't have time with that. And as I tell them, I don't care who say what they want to say about me.
I have your radio.
Once I come here to give you the information, we set out on the morning program to save lives. Right. And that is what we're doing.
So let me say good morning to Mr. Chance.
Good morning, Bruce. Good morning, my daughter, Sharon, Felix. And Bruce, happy belated birthday to you, my son.
Thank you, Mr. Chance. Thank you.
Let me say, before I go into my contribution, tell my daughter, Sharon, Felix, when she put up them kind of nice delicacies on the phone and things.
Yeah.
WhatsApp some for me, please, now.
Yeah, Mr. Chance. Yeah, that what she just be doing, people. Let me kind of thing.
WhatsApp some. I sent a message. I asked you to WhatsApp some for me. I ain't get it yet, but I know it's coming, so I ain't worried at all. Sharon? you get the message?
Don't worry. Mr. Chance had his second job, and just now you could come by me.
Well, I'm going to I ask you to get the WhatsApp message to WhatsApp somebody food for me.
All right, tell him I'll do that.
All right. No. 1285, Manatuna Puna, Angie, yes, Mr. Gibson, and all the Titans at home and abroad. I am so happy that Your Honor, Lady Sharon Felix, and Your Honor, Jason Thomas, have brought this tribunal open so we can discuss the commission of inquiry. I want to volunteer. My name is Neville Chance, and I'm volunteering as a witness for the government in the commission of inquiry. And I'm prepared to give my evidence this morning. And I want to start by saying to the people of Trinidad and Tobago that this Prime Minister and this government is the best that has happened to this country at this time. Your Honor, Lady Sharon, and Mr. Jason Thomas, let me say that again. This Prime Minister and this government is the best thing to have happened to this country at this time. And I'll tell you why. You know, I want to tell you why. On Monday, that is Monday gone, I had my second job at Monroe Road, Chaguanas, UTT. It was a pleasurable experience. What made it very nice for me, Your Honors, was the fact that I saw a cross-section of all the people of Trinidad and Tobago. They told us to park in our cars and to wait. But I want to tell you this, that a significant, a very large number of my East Indian brothers and sisters were there present. Indeed, Your Honors, I spoke to a couple of them whom I had known working in the public sector. And we chatted for a little while, and they, you know what the slang was? Vaccinate to operate. There were smiles on people's faces. They're happy. Everybody glad to get their vaccination in Trinidad. And that is the message that came from the Prime Minister. So I got my job at about 9:30 a.m. And you know, Your Honor, Miss Felix and Mr. Jason Thomas, after having my job, I felt quite good. I came home and I started to reflect. And you know the first thing I reflected on? You know, as an ordinary citizen in Trinidad and Tobago, I am one of the 2.15 billion persons who on Monday had the vaccine all over the world. Yes, 2.15 billion persons on Monday had the vaccine all over the world. And I told myself, did that happen by VAPS? Did that happen by Vikivi? How did that happen? And then I remembered Dr. Keith Rowley and his government. That it was because of his capacity, because of the strategies that he put in place, because of his expertise, I was able to be part of that 2.15 billion people to have gotten that vaccine. Because my Prime Minister had discussions with the Vice President of the United States, Ms. Harris. He had discussions with the President of China. He had discussions with the authorities in the African Medical Unit. He had discussions with our Caribbean brothers and sisters. And after those discussions, by August, we're going to have close to 1 million vaccines. And we are now on our way to herd immunity. So, Your Honor, with the vaccines, and that is happening in Trinidad and Tobago, I felt very, very, very happy. But you know something about the vaccines that I want to tell you, Your Honor? I also noticed when I did my research that there are some people who believe that, listen, if you are African, something will happen to you. The last time I spoke about Kizzy Cordet. But now I want to tell you, Your Honor, when I researched what's happening, Africa is made up of 54 countries. You know, 44 of the countries in Africa all have vaccination programs going on. Yes, 44 of them, 10 didn't have one, but one of them, it is alleged that their president died, and he died from COVID-related matters. And the new president immediately put a vaccination program in place. So I understand the importance of vaccinations, and I also understand, Your Honor, that my Attorney General told me yesterday that it cost me, the taxpayer, $14.5 million to pay legal fees for all the matters the opposition took us in court. $14.5 million. Your Honor, you know how much vaccine that can have bought for us? 517,000 vaccines. If we didn't have to waste that money, we had to pay 517,000 vaccines, Your Honor. So, Your Honor, I continue to say that this Prime Minister and his government has done very well. The second quick point I want to make is that they have spent $1.4 billion to help the people, the vulnerable people. The people who can't help themselves. $1.4 billion, and in the next 3 months, they're going to spend another $400 million to help all the vulnerable people. And the final thing I want to talk about, Your Honor, to let you know why I believe this Prime Minister is going the best thing. Very shortly, in the July, we are going to get 2 Cape-class vehicles, 2 boats. You know what that's going to do, Your Honor? That's going to protect our borders. Yes, the TTS Scarborough and the TTS Port of Spain. They are coming, and you know what the good thing about that? Bruce, you will know that because you're a man of the sea. They can stay, one of them can stay out in the water for 28 days without coming to refuel. One of them, so they can protect us. And know what will happen in the Triangle and Chase Village, you know. Bruce, you know what has happened in the Triangle and Chase Village?
No.
Well, let me tell you, boy, there's a big trade that's going on there. Money people making. Because you see when them both come on the side and they come in, it's money they're making. I hope the UNC members of parliament down in South could tell me about that, you know. Because you see those Cape-class vehicles that will stop that and they wouldn't be able to make that kind of money. Yes, the Triangle, Chase Village. So, and finally, let me say, as I close, that is the reason why, Your Honor, that is a privilege for me to be one of the witnesses for the government. So I say again, Your Honor, that this government and this Prime Minister is the best thing to have happened. And I want to tell the people that if we continue to do the right thing, vaccinate, follow the protocols, better days are coming. Thank you for the courtesy of your attention, Your Honor. Your Honor, Lady Sharon Felix, and Your Honor, Mr. Jason Thomas. Thank you very kindly.
Thank you.
Well said, Mr. Chance. Well said. And just to give you an update at the, where am I? Oh gosh.
I seen you.
I was told there's approximately 500 people. Oh God. Now, man, I have to get somebody to give me some update out there on the road. Somebody needs to get down there and call me and tell me what's happening. Okay, so guys, in the ER region, you can go to Sandy Grande, Enhanced Health Center, Mayaro District Health Facility, Rio Claro Health Center, Choco Health Center, Manzanilla Outreach Center. That's in the ERH. In the NCRH, St. Joseph Enhancement Health Center, Arima District Health Facility, Ahokita Health Center, St. Helena Health Center, Chaguanas District Health Facility, Maloney Health Center, Aruka Health Center, and in the NWRHA, Diego Martin Health Center, Carenage Health Center, Sawa Health Center, Santa Cruz Health Center, Batari Health Center, Mova Health Center, Pitti Valley Health Center, and in the SWRHA Cuba Health Center, the health facility, Cuba District Health Facility, Freeport Health Center, Tabaquite Health Center, Gasparilla Health Center, Marabella Health Center, Princess Tom Health Center, Health Facility, St. Madeleine Health Center, La Romain Health Center, Superior District Health Facility, Urupuch Health Center, Point Fortin Health Center, Cedros Health Center, Pinal Rock Road Health Center, Maruga Health Center, and in the PRHA, Canaan Health Center, Roxborough Health Center, Scarborough Health Center. The options, they're all yours. Yeah? So my reports are coming in fast and furious. Let me see. Yeah, so Batari around 5:45 a.m. There's approximately 500 people already. Some were there since 5 p.m. And they saying 5 p.m. yesterday, the person told me they were told the people were there since 5 o'clock yesterday. They've been taking the space. And the person left and proceeded to Samuel Hill. They had almost the same amount of people. So, I'm getting reports, Sharon, at the Superior Health Facilities, 5 a.m. there were more than 300 people. See what I mean? Let me see what again. Oh God, oh, they don't ask me to ask them things. Tiger Capital and Tiger Rock, oh Lord. Only I can ask them question, they will send police on me. Can't ask that question now. Oi! Take your calls, boss.
Caller, good morning.
Good morning, Bruce. Morning, Sharon. How are you all today?
Very cool, man.
Good.
You know, I listen to that and I hear these people on them. I saw recently where there are people complaining, why doesn't the government take some cuts in the salary so that they can help more people? But I'm seeing that a number of government ministers have donated their entire salary to give food baskets to people who are needy in their community and constituency. But you know what it is I'm not seeing, Bruce? I'm not seeing any of the opposition ministers. Of a matter of fact, the one for Barataria, Saria, did not give up his money, but he took the donations from the government to give out to the people in his constituency, and of course might be trying to create the impression that it's he doing it. I'm trying to understand the game that they're trying to play with people's lives. So while you're calling on one thing to happen, and we're seeing even more than you asked for is happening on the side of the government ministers, apparently the opposition ministers have no such heart that they're not doing this any similar thing. Secondly, Bruce, I want to just touch on real quickly. Bruce, you ever got vaccination when you were small?
Yeah, yes I did.
We had a choice.
You was a baby then?
Yeah, but to go to school. If you don't have your vaccination, that's a problem.
Yeah.
I wasn't a baby at the time when they came into our school. I was in primary school. And they came and they lined us up because we had to get yellow fever and polio.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? Otherwise, we can't go to school. My son had to get vaccinations before he go to school. In many countries, where before now, you had to get certain vaccinations for certain diseases before you leave to go on the plane. It was mandatory. So I'm trying to understand that the same people, according to verbatim, the Prime Minister, the vaccine. Who calling for the vaccine all the time, now telling people, oh, they don't go and get vaccinated. So what were you calling for? You went and you said that you had some sort of negotiation with India, which of course we know wasn't true, but nonetheless, that is what you said. So you bought in something that you didn't want people to get. So why did you go and ask the people and them for it? You know, nobody, is anybody thinking at all in this country? Are we thinking at all? Or are we just following stupidity that people are regurgitating? People, you're supposed to be big and have sense. Don't prove to be small-minded. I don't know, the Bible words somehow come to my mind. Professing themselves to be wise, they became as fools. Bruce, Sharon, only have a nice day.
Thank you. Well, Sharon, I just got another report that that same line that I told you that was by the hardware in Carnage is now up the street next to the hardware.
Listen to me, people, we don't want word of mouth. We want you to send the videos. I send you one, Bruce, organize to put it up and that's bound for people to see.
Yes.
We're asking you out there if you're listening to us, please give us a little video so we can see and show the people what's happening. Because remember, we have people telling them, don't go and get vaccinated. People, go out and get your vaccination. Go and get vaccinated. Go out and get vaccinated. I'll send it for you. I want you to put it up. But thank you very much for all my reporters. Somebody saying here, morning Mount Hope line is in front of the tent to the bus route going east. A gentleman sent me the video. I send it to you. Somebody else told me Romain is packed to capacity. I don't want all it to pack to capacity. I want you to social distance, please. Practice the social distancing. So, guys, you can send me the video on my phone, 7264685. You can send it to Bruce on 3402016. Or what's the WhatsApp number for the station?
771-1791.
Right. Send it to us. Let's see the different areas, what's going on there. So you saw it. You need to log on if you want to see. All right? Yes. You need to log on if you want to see what's going on. So you need to go to the street, 919 FM, log on so that you can see what we have to share.
We have overseas call love.
Take it.
Caller, good morning.
Hey, Bruce.
Hey,
Bruce morning, Sharon morning. How you guys doing?
Morning, Toronto.
Happy belated birthday, my brother.
Thank you.
Yeah, I tried to call you yesterday, but I know the line was busy. Yeah, I want to let you know that we're going to do this. Order, please, go to take on the vaccine. Take it. Because listen, right now, Bruce, in Ontario alone, the province of Ontario, over 10 million people already take the vaccine already, right? Okay, and I have just now I had to go and take my job. I was supposed to go and take it in August, but they step it up for us to get the second job early, right? So right now they're giving 60 years and over. I'm not 60 years yet, but you don't go on and take a job and they're trying to because even right now on Friday they started to open back slowly in Ontario here, so people could have the patio and restaurant open by I think how much people could be on the patio, restaurants and stuff, and Even in the backyard, you can have about 10 people and stuff. So it's starting to open back slowly, and because a lot of people getting vaccinated. I try to make go out and get it. It's saving your lives, saving people's lives. So when the opposition and them is trying to create mayhem in the country, just show them the line. Let us see the lines out there all over, take all the vaccine. Because that's all they're trying to do. And now they're trying to talk about a commission inquiry. Into what? Into what? You see in Canada here, everybody launch a commission inquiry into what? Because people, the government, everybody's on board. Everybody, the liberal, the conservative, the Bloc Quebecois, the Parti Quebecois, the Green Party, the NDP, everybody's on board with this vaccine. So when Kabbalah is trying the nonsense, although they try, can you imagine these people was in office? Bruce and Sharon, can you imagine these people was in office? What will happen to Trinidad and Tobago? Up in Trinidad and Tobago, a lot of people will be dying, but thank God they're not there. Thank God we have a gentleman, a prime minister, a respectable man in the Caribbean and overseas, named Dr. Christopher Rowley. Right? And I'll tell you this. She had to back into office, you know. Although she tried to fight for her political life to correct. Because she can fight from inside her own party. You see some doctors, all doctors of them, is not agree with her. So please try to please go take all the vaccine and don't listen to those bunch of UNC all educated people. I'll not listen, my brother and sister. Okay, bye-bye.
Yeah, man.
Thank you very much, Bruce.
I'm looking for
I'm seeing another one. Los Iris, Deep South, Monjablo Beach. I don't know what is this, Lord Father. Morning to Sharon, all blessing, Right. Oh gosh, well, they send many videos now, man. I want to see that. All right. So guys, you know we have this a numbers game, so we need to play the numbers game. I need your numbers. The only so automatically the thing display we went with me. Our morning program don't pay nothing past under 500. So if you don't reach it back on 500, the thing wouldn't play. All right, and same on Facebook is 300. If we set a marker for ourselves, if you don't reach down those numbers, it will not play. So you need to get, as soon as the numbers hit, it will play. Talk to me. Take the call. Look, somebody giving me another update.
Good morning.
Good morning to you.
Good morning, folks.
It's a long line in Freeport for vaccine. Ooh.
Call you rather low. I have you hearing you.
You hear me better now?
Much better now.
Okay, right. Morning to you all.
Morning.
Yeah, I called to do a little urgent, which I realize is really basically the trend in the program. But I'm not as bothered about people taking the vaccine as it might appear. Because really and truly, the record speaks for themselves in the sense that most programs, if not all vaccination programs launched by the WHO have been successful. And this one will also be. This is the largest one ever attempted. And if we have to reach 80% of the people, it will take some time, maybe a year and a half. But we're in a position that we'll probably get there sooner than most people think. Trinidad and Tobago right now has about 120,000 people having taken the first dose of our vaccine. That is about 10% of the way. And by July, we should have maybe about 15% vaccinated. Generally in Europe, the vaccination rate is between 15 and 57%. And that has allowed them to start to reopen. And we would have a similar effect here. We might even have the process accelerated further than it has already started to become. So that I am not worried. If you look back at the issue of Ebola was a factor about a couple of years ago. There's now a vaccine for Ebola. And this is why even when you have outbreaks, they are able to smother them easily. And I think most people in the world, even in the most inaccessible places,
come to see the value of vaccines, and they will reach 80% of the population. Those lines you see outside of those venues, they will continue to grow as the vaccine becomes available. So we have to be more positive than the UNC is trying to portray the situation. Right? So we have to put a smile on our faces, and I'll tell you this, even though our vaccines have reached 10% of who we need to reach across the globe, the vaccine rates on the average across the world is only 7%. And some countries are way over 50%. So therefore, the imbalance that Dr. Rowley was talking about is real. It's not something that he has made up. And people have common sense. My political analysis of this is that this is a serious matter. And the UNC stands the risk of losing at least 5% of the generation of voters that are now coming into the market because they're looking at what's taking place. And they will make the long-term commitment. If the UNC loses 5% of the voting population, they will stay in opposition for at least another decade. Have a good day, folks. But raise the chin because things are very really looking up.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. And before we take another call, let me say good morning to Janelle Boxer. Good morning, Janelle, my darling. Love you, love you, love you.
Morning, Janelle.
And to all of viewers on the live stream, so we have on YouTube, we have 512 and 277 on Facebook. Come on, Facebook, YouTube is waiting on you, and the thing will play. It will just automatically play. So you need to jump on and be a part of this thing. We want to show you. Do we have any more videos? People send me a videos. I want to see what's going on.
Well, I want to put up one.
Yes, please.
What are my numbers? Nice. My numbers on YouTube looking nice.
Yes, 5. It was 5, 12, 1 to 5. What happened? Right. Come back here. There you go on. 279 on Facebook.
Right, so
Come on, guys.
We're going to put up one. This is the video that this is Mount.
This one is Mount Hope.
Mount Hope, yes.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know.
So people log on and you'll see what's going on. And tell me. So that is line, eh?
Yep.
Watch at it. That is line. People will want to know, well, what's going on in Trinidad and Tobago where all this line with this food? This person did a good job, boy. This person did an excellent job.
Sharon, you need to send it to 771-1791, please. Thank you.
Yes, please. Okay, guys. So send your video to 771-1791.
Yes.
Don't kill out now. Don't kill out the phone.
No, well, I know when I say you could
send it.
Yeah. What I'll have to do is I'll have to clean up the phone after because I'm sure.
So people send us the video. Let's see what's going on. And while you're doing that, Bruce, could you kindly put up, so to settle the dust, because all that the opposition decides to come in the public domain and tell us, right now we have no market for toilet paper, they take up all. Fair bounty, everybody, they take up all. Too much a mess this spring. We have enough to clean it up. Just put up the information from WHO first.
All right, so you put that up now.
Stay right there, people don't leave. And I want you to listen. It is important information. Listen, please.
Yes.
Many countries, increasingly, we see a two-track pandemic. Many countries still face an extremely dangerous situation, while some of those with the highest vaccination rates are starting to talk about ending restrictions. In countries with the greatest access to vaccines, we're seeing a decline in mortality among older age groups. In these countries, the public health and social measures that have helped to protect people are being eased, but they must be eased cautiously and adjusted in line with viral circulation and response capacities. With the increased global transmission of variants of concern, including the Delta variant, Lifting restrictions too quickly could be disastrous for those who are not vaccinated. But many countries don't have that option because they don't have enough vaccines. In these countries, the continued use of tailored public health measures is the best way to suppress transmission. The inequitable distribution of vaccines has allowed the virus to continue spreading, increasing the chances of a variant emerging that renders vaccines less effective. Inequitable vaccination is a threat to all nations, not just those with the fewest vaccines.
No hearing you, Sharon.
I hope that you all heard that.
Yeah.
And I want to play another clip here before we do anything. So I've given you everything back to back.
You're sending from our
That would be that's the one I told you,
right.
for the audio.
Just now, huh?
And I want you to listen. I want people to listen. My job is to get you to listen. You know why? Because what I want for myself, I want it for others. I want you to listen. Because the bacchanal and name and confusion that is being spread out there and put in the public domain to get you frightened. Don't take them on.
We have about 2 minutes or so before the ads.
Just play a little, play it out to the 2 minutes.
Okay.
I want you to listen.
We get our I had to decide whether on this live or in the kitchen. So a few weeks ago, Trinidad got its first run of the vaccines. And they said, as far as I remember, they said the vaccine was for elderly. Right? They were going to start to distribute it to the elderly first. So I'm minding my business because I'm old, but me elderly. Well, the vaccine's done. And the people that only coming up with these fear-mongering stories that the vaccine killing you, where are your statistics? If you're living in Trinidad, where are your statistics? Please show them. Why is only Cyril children, black people children, Afro-Trini, that's spreading this nonsense about don't take the vaccine killing you. They designed the vaccine to kill black people. If the vaccine was supposed to kill black people, if the vaccine was to kill people, all our fairways, half of Maraval and Santa Cruz would have been dead. Because them went in the savannah, old, young, middle-aged, quarter-age, half-age, baby. Everybody that named white. No, we don't have no white in this country. We are pseudo-white. We just have people that, are accustomed to more air conditioning than others.
Let me pause it there, guys. We're getting ready to go for the break. So, Sharon,
I want them to understand that, and it's a fact.
Yes. And
it is a fact.
So, guys,
they're telling black people, don't go and take the vaccine while everybody else going. Or they sit down there.
We'll be back, guys.
A fight for Brass Festival, we are a little too quiet. Time to raise the vibes just a little bit. Run it! Yeah. Brass Festival! Yeah. Get back now! 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 This year we want them ready, know that we gone. It's lockdown now, them people know that we done. When carnival time comes, they know that we wear. Don't play with me, Rachel. Crazy, this is what we love.
Looking for a safe and relaxed professional massage therapist and nutritionist? Look no further. Nature's Touch with Empress Judy and Associates offers a natural approach to better health. Treat yourself to a professional massage therapy and nutrition advice in a safe and relaxed atmosphere. Rejuvenate your body, mind, and soul at Nature's Touch Therapy. For an appointment, please call or WhatsApp 1-868-398-8282 or visit our Facebook page. Remember, your health is our responsibility at Nature's Touch.
More to love, yes it's true. Pennywise, just for you. So real, get that perfect smile. Beauty's in every aisle to take care of your body. We have all you need to stay healthy. Yeah, Pennywise, more to love. Yes, it's true. Pennywise, just for you.
Pennywise gives you more to love.
Simpsons Memorial Limited, number 63 Eastern Main Road, Laventille. Internationally accredited funeral directors and embalmers. A full-service funeral home serving families of Trinidad and Tobago and internationally since 1945. At Simpsons Memorial Limited, we serve with dignity in assisting families in honoring the memory of their loved ones. Our services include professional funeral and pre-planning, burials and cremation, custom-built and imported caskets, coffins and cremation trays, cemetery management, limousines, mourners cars, grief counseling, web streaming of funerals, fully air-conditioned chapel with live musical accompaniment, full global shipping and receiving of loved ones. We specialize in facial restorations. Call us anytime, day or night, at 623-8688. That number again is 623-8688. Simpsons Memorial Limited. Superior service, always with excellence.
Take me to the king. I don't have much to bring.
For some, today is just another routine 24 hours. To others, today is first page in tomorrow's story. It's the audition for tomorrow's performance. It's the spark that ignites tomorrow's change. The perseverance for tomorrow's breakthrough. The first like of tomorrow's big hit. Never take your today for granted. When life is on, those who truly believe in the power of today can become anything tomorrow.
Be mobile. Just be.
Hey, you keeping safe? I hope so. I don't really know what will happen when everything will back up, but the line had to go on. But in the meantime, just come online with the live wire. I'm on the Street 919 FM every Saturday from 5 to 8 p.m. Or you could check us out on the live on Facebook at the Street 919 FM or on YouTube at Street TV. Don't forget to share the live. That might just be as important as you keeping safe. So mask up, sanitize, tune in to the Street 919 FM, Lime on the Live Wire, Saturday afternoons, 5 to 8 p.m. Don't worry, I gonna be home in time for the curfew. Keep safe.
Turn your lights down low and listen to the Master's Radio.
The Church of the Firstborn Assembly Miracle Center of number 399 Eastern Main Road, Waiko in San Luis Grande is pleased to present Pastors Morris and Agnes Johnson and guests on Sundays, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays. Sundays, Ministry of Worship Children's Hour and the Word from 1 to 6 p.m. Tuesdays, see Jesus in every book of the Bible from Genesis to Revelation from 9 p.m. to 12 midnight. Wednesdays, we deal with current affairs from a biblical perspective from 9 p.m. to 12 midnight. Tell your neighbors, tell your friends, tell everyone. For further information, visit with us at www.churchofthefirstbornassembly.org. Facebook, email us at church668hope@gmail.com or call us at 753-1113 or 236-7271. Your free will gifts and offerings will be greatly appreciated. Account number 795222 at the First Citizens Bank.
Julia, how our daughter bright so?
What you mean? Kelly's so young and already talking about when she gets her first job, taking out a mortgage with TTMF at 2%.
She knows about 2%?
Yes, 2% with no down payment as a first-time homeowner and the lowest rate on the market. We would not have to dip into our savings to set her up. Where she get all this brains from?
Her mother, of course.
TTMF, from here to home.
Now there's a new way to pay your electricity bill.
Quick pay your bills today. Quick pay, it's a whole new way. Online, pay your bill one time. Yes, there is a whole new way to quick pay for your electricity. Yes, they made it easy. Just enter your account number. 4 clicks and it's over.
Introducing Quick Pay, a new service from the Trinidad and Tobago Electricity Commission that lets you pay your bill online with your credit or Visa debit chip card. Just enter the account number and contact information. Click Pay and you're done.
Share the live. Share the live. The Street 919 FM on Facebook and Instagram. Share the live. Iowa George on Instagram. Share the live. Iowa TV and Street TV on YouTube. Share the live. The Street 919 FM.
This is the Street 919 FM COVID-19 updates. In case you missed it, the latest COVID positive cases in TNT as of 8th June 2021 stands at new positive cases 280. Total active cases 9,833. Total recovered patients 16,647. Total positive cases for COVID-19 as of March 2020 to present 27,079. Follow the Ministry of Health COVID-19 protocols. Wear your mask, sanitize, social distance, and avoid gatherings. A message from the Street 919 FM.
Yo, this is your boy Ziggy Rankin, and right now you're listening to the Titans of Democracy. You don't know. Real talk.
So welcome back on the inside. Just a bit of housekeeping for you. International cricket superstars Karen Pollard, Dwayne Bravo, Lindell Simmons, and Rayad Emirates, even Raymond Ramnarine and Ravi B, has all been using Omega XL for joint pain and getting great results. So what about you? Just pick up a bottle of Omega XL right now at all leading pharmacies or call Great Health Limited at 225-0410. So live long and stay strong with Omega XL. Yes, it's true, Pennywise just for you, so real, get that perfect smile. Beauty is in every aisle. To take care of your body, we have all you need to stay healthy. Pennywise, yes, it's true, Pennywise just for you. Pennywise gives you more to love. And get ready to breakfast set go with Milo. Purchase $40 in Milo powder and win a laptop and $10,000 cash. Plus win up to $3,000 weekly and so much more. See Press and Milo Caribbean on Facebook and Instagram for more details. Johnny Q for all your hardware, building materials, auto parts, small tool rentals, pets and pet supplies. Gravel and sand now available. Don't forget Power Master, Optima, Vata and Megastar batteries starting from $488. And it's all at Johnny Q, number 15, Arpita Avenue, Woodbrook, and our new location, Lowlands Mall, Tobago, off Claude Noel Highway. Just call 63-TOOLS. Lockdown with your loved ones. Stay safe with easy ways to connect with B-Mobile. Our customer experience store at Lowlands, Scarborough. At Lowlands Scarborough Payment Center and channel partner locations are open to better serve you. For a complete listing of all stores and their opening hours, visit bmobile.co.tt. Be assured that we maintain all recommended health and safety protocols at our stores. We are doing everything to help keep our customers and employees safe. We've also made it easier for you to stay at home and still connect with us. Use Be Online, the My B Mobile app, or call 824-TSTT to pay your bills and more. Together, let's be safe and be connected with Be Mobile. Life is on. Attention HDC clients, if you make monthly payments directly to HDC, you are reminded that you can make payments at any SurePay payment center located at select Massey stores. Do a wire transfer to Republic Bank, account number 150-228-173-001, or deposit a check in the box located at the HDC head office. For more information, visit us on Facebook, Instagram, or our website at www.hdc.gov.tt. Value Optical wishes to advise the public that all 13 branches will be open on a limited basis to continue to provide essential eye care services to you. Our services are currently limited to emergency and critical eye care only, and we will require you to make an appointment at this time. Please call us at 225-4865 or toll-free 800-2020 for all inquiries on opening hours, eye testing availability, and how we can assist your eye care needs. Value Optical, caring for your eyes. Digicel customers get all the convenience. Now you're no longer limited to paying with your credit card. Use your Visa debit card on My Digicel app to pay your Digicel Plus and mobile bill, top up or purchase a plan. Download the My Digicel app in your mobile app store today. In just a while, we have our financial tip of the day. Sharon, where's she going?
Right here.
Yes, my dear.
Right.
Sharon Felix.
My gadget, what will give my numbers by your name?
Sometime during the course of the morning, I have a disclaimer, as they would say, to put out. That's the most professional way that I can put it.
Oh, yes. What happened? You have something, you have a bee buzzing?
Well, there's something that I probably should have done. And I after my birthday yesterday, I need to do that today. I can't go another day without doing that. So.
Well, put out a disclaimer. I want to hear.
You say you want to what? According to my father, fix your beak.
And I'm pretty curious.
Yes. Well, there are a lot of people that would be aware, and there are some that I realize are not aware. Sexy Flex and myself, we have decided to... Yes. There are a lot of people that are not aware, Sharon. We have decided to part ways. Could be about 2 years or so going. But we are cool. Everything is normal. You know, she has moved on. I have moved on. And I need to put that out there because yesterday I got some birthday greetings on and off air that, how should I say? Thanks for the birthday greetings. Let me put it that way. But I need to let everybody know now going forward. Right? So.
I thought it was something that long time, huh? You was afraid?
No, I was not afraid. I was not afraid, no. I was not afraid at all.
Right.
So that is that, folks. Moving forward.
And the agent came. So you have to go through the agent. Anyhow, Trinidad and Tobago, as I continue to say to you, and I'm not going to stop the mantra, please go and get vaccinated. So we got some reports this morning about Sawa, Taria, Mount Hope, I think it was Freeport, and a couple of places.
Yeah.
People go and get vaccinated. That's my mantra for people.
I think I
but
seen
I
something.
can't.
I seen something here. I'm sure it's Gasparillo. I see it, you know.
A video?
Yeah. I'm looking to organize
Put it up.
Hey. But this person Romain. I like that. I see Diego Martin just now. I'll go and put it up here. So guys, make sure you're logged on, please. Let me see what my numbers look like, Miss Felix.
Well, I can't tell you because my gadget gone.
Well, let me see. Let me take a quick peep. Right, 529 on
It gone down. It was almost 600. Oh gosh, them could let go. Oh God. Well, you have to hold me there. Don't let me get away. You have to hold on to the thing.
Yes, don't go nowhere, guys.
Listen, this thing is for who could enjoy to the end, you know.
So this,
you know that?
This one I am...
Put up the video.
This one here is Diego Martin, I think it is, yes. You see? Yeah. This one is Diego Martin. See the line going and going and going and going.
Bruce, why you giving the update? I have Mr. West here.
Okay.
Mr. West, go ahead.
Sharon?
Yeah?
It is a ridiculous thing of what it is going on in Diego Martin Boulevard, when people William. The line from the health center is wrong a corner, going down a street.
And that's what we're showing here now.
People and them are plowing on top of one another.
No, they have to social distance.
CNG is there right now, CNG, and it is getting out of the hand. Right now, it is getting out of the hand, Sharon and Boulevard.
Mr. West, and as a Titan member, I am asking you please to try and talk to the people so that they social distance. People eager to, yes please.
You have old and you have young, Sharon, and they're all flushing on the one another.
No, man, a responsibility. Well, I've given you some responsibility. Please pass by and explain to the people. You don't have to go close to them how important it is to social distance at this time.
All right.
Right?
Yes.
Thank you very much for reporting, Mr. West. Thank you very much. Trinidad and Tobago, we need more Mr. West to call in and tell us what's going on in the different areas. But mind you guys, while you're doing that and going for the vaccine, you need to social distance, Trinidad and Tobago.
Yes.
We need to do things in a professional way. Who's here at the Bacchanal with the Finance Committee?
What?
Bacchanal. Come on.
Wait, no, Dominic, just now, you say Finance Committee and the financial tip coming up. Wait, just now, wait. Wait.
You play the other video you got just now?
I played the Diego Martin. While you were speaking to the guy who was talking about Diego Martin, I was playing Diego Martin. So I'll look into queue up. We have just under a minute before we go to the financial tip. So what I'll do in the meantime, I'll try to queue up the other one. Oh, this is a picture. Right, so this one is a pity, and this is just now.
What I'll do in the meantime, I'll try to queue up the other.
Right, good. Sorry.
Right, so this one
is. My phone I was thinking that.
Pity is St. Joseph, but we go into the financial tip, guys, and we'll be right back.
Okay, excellent.
The Street 91.9 FM brings you today's tips to improve your financial literacy. Improving your financial literacy is a never-ending endeavor that needs to be prioritized. As you work on improving your financial literacy, it's important to continue your momentum. Here are your tips. Implement the 72-hour rule. The 72-hour rule is a game changer when it comes to savings and focusing on value spending. Before making any sort of impulse purchase, pause and take 72 hours to think it through. After 72 hours, you will likely have forgotten about making this purchase entirely. Also, you've just saved yourself a few dollars, maybe even a few hundreds by doing so. Over time, this rule can be the difference of thousands of dollars and can help you shift your spending habits to focusing on things that bring you value and align with your financial plan.
That was your financial tip brought to you by The Street 91.9 FM.
So folks,
all right,
we're back.
Before we go anywhere further,
Yeah.
I continue to tell persons on the live stream, whether it be YouTube or Facebook, you do not engage persons who are deemed on making mischief. He asked me a question, that's Sandoman. Morning, Piper. Let me tell you, he asking about the Sinopharm. Let me just let me read something that came out of the United States White House. As of today, that was June 1st, 2021. The United States does not have any vaccine requirement for entry. The only federal requirement is a negative PCR test that was administered within 72 hours of arrival. Please also check the public health agencies of the state that you are entering to see if there are any additional quarantine or entry requirements. However, at this time, you are not required to get a vaccine to travel to the United States. Please keep in mind this information could change in the future. We recommend you follow our social media pages, facebook.com, TTUSA, and check our website, tt.usembassy.gov, to get the most up-to-date travel information. So Sandoman is just coming on to aggravate you all and to be a nuisance. And you all are falling for it because you continue to engage him in dotish talk. And you're wearing out yourself. Leave Sandoman to continue talking to himself. You're coming to ask me dotishness about vaccine with Sinopharm. Go and take your damn vaccine. That's what you need to go and do. And see if you can save yourself from yourself. Because you of yourself is a damn virus. Go ahead, Bruce. I don't know why they just... It have other programs or they could go on. It have other places or they could go when the morning come. But all you choose to come here, you know why? All you choose to come here because information galore here and the people being educated. So all you come to the radio and here now. Some of y'all on the YouTube just falling for it. I told you all, do not engage the imps. I call him an imp or he or she. Don't engage him or him or she. Continue to talk to one another and encourage people to go and get vaccinated. You want to engage us at a dotishness for this person? Oh gosh, man. Leave he or she. If the virus take he or she and fighting for air, you go here him balling. Bring Sinopharm, bring Moderna, bring Johnson, bring Pfizer, bring AstraZeneca. He will take anyone they give him at that time, he or she. Why are they engaging? All I'm saying here to everybody, I different, you know. People go and get vaccinated. They're saying to open up the borders. Kamala Prasad said about when they will open up borders Munidal said it, excuse me. All people who vaccinated shouldn't have no exemption to come back home to Trinidad and Tobago.
Really?
But you could take them and put them in the house in Gulf City. Why didn't donate that house in Gulf City for them to use as a step-down facility because it's just there gathering moss? Why they didn't do that? Look, all you. Don't get me vexed, eh? Right. Do not get me upset. Go and take your vaccine, people, Trinidad and Tobago. You heard it just a while before we went on the break. And the voice we played was... Who was the voice we was playing before we went on the break? Rachel Price.
Rachel.
Asking the question, where is the statistics to tell us how many people die because they take the vaccine and all kind of things? Yeah, take no vaccine every day. It's 10 deaths, 15 deaths, 19 deaths, 21 deaths. How much people test positive? God helping us. It's coming down a little bit. We want it to come down so that we can get our children to go back to school. The construction sector could start back. CPF could go back out to work. All of us who are not done could at least crawl out a little bit.
Yeah.
But you have the people like Sandoman and all of them that they send to derail the whole situation, and all they fall in faith. Come on. Yes, reap some planting. That's what you have to do. Thing to give us a little thing. Don't study this imps that they send here when the morning come. Because listen to me, that's all they come here to do, you know. This is all about election and campaign, you know. This is not about saving lives, you know. This is not about that, you know. And by the way, it's 8:21. Have you steamed as yet? Have you steamed as yet? Those are the things we should be telling people. And remember, even though you're vaccine, you got your 2 shots of your vaccine, you still wear your mask and protect yourself. Because just to tell you, it takes about 2 weeks for it to kick into your body well. Put on your mask and continue to practice all the protocols like never before.
That's right.
This is about saving lives, Trinidad and Tobago, and the world is saying. I am begging you for us to continue to listen and practice all the protocols. The reason is for us to save one another life. Let us be our brothers and sisters keepers. Come on, Trinidad and Tobago, we could do this thing. We knit when it's time. When it was football, we came together. There was no class, race, or even a position. Let us take the virus into that aspect today. We're going out and get vaccinated. The fight is not government and opposition. It's not black, it's not white. The fight is COVID-19. That virus, coronavirus, that is the fight against our lives. So to stay safe and to stay alive, we need to do all what we have to do to fight the virus. The fight is with the virus, not with human beings. So don't come here with your rhetoric when the morning comes. I am not going to ask to block you. I'll leave it and make yourself a nuisance. Everybody talking. I'm sure people listening here to us, somebody had somebody who died from it. My niece died from it about a couple of days ago. What nonsense we doing? This is not about politics, Trinidad and Tobago, and the world listening. This is about our lives. So come on, we could do this. We have been doing other things together. We could do this together as of today, Trinidad and Tobago. And if you believe what I'm saying, I'm asking you to send us some love. Let the love hearts flow. Today, we're taking a stand in Trinidad and Tobago. Who listening to us all over the world? The stand is we're going to get vaccinated. We're going to fight this virus together. If we put our hands to the wheel, we're going to beat this thing. Come on, Trinidad and Tobago. Call me up and tell me you get your vaccine or you're ready, Felix. That's what I want to hear this morning. Let's go.
All right. So I have where you going? Right. This one, I think this one is Gasparillo. Yes, it is. Yes, this one is Gasparillo Health Center. Nice.
Oh. And they follow the protocol. They distance and the time.
What you would find, Sharon, I realize that anytime you see like about 3 people clustered together is because they're either family, you know, if it's husband, wife, and child, or, you know, that kind of thing.
Very good. Excellent reporting, man. Come on, guys, send the love. That's what we want this morning. That is what we want this morning. And make sure you get your vaccine. That's what we want this morning. Thank you very much. Excellent reporting. Well done.
Yes, positive.
Well
vibes.
done.
Positive vibes we deal with.
I'm not interested in this set of gobar you want to spread and a set of dotish questions. You go and ask the questions there. Look, take your calls. Take your calls. Yeah, we'll get in trouble. Take your calls.
Caller, good morning.
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 Two things. If people, I want to just point out, if people are dying from the vaccine, you would be hearing that all over the place because UNC would have taken up that fight a long time.
Long time.
They would have taken up that fight. They would look for anything to take up that fight if people are dying from the vaccine. But they can't come out and say because they don't know. Because once they come out and say this one died from the vaccine, that one died from the vaccine, let me get the names. And they can't do that. Next thing, I hear Milal and they asking the AG for the for the briefs, how much money they're spending on briefs. What the AG is supposed to let them know all the cases that they had, they put in court for people for the COVID, for fighting the COVID, for the exemption and all them crap. Let me know how much money the AG had, nonsensical money the AG had to put out for the country to fight all them totish case. That is the figures that I want to know. You understand? That is the figures I want to know. Enjoy already.
Yeah, man. Thanks.
Thank you very much, caller. Come on, guys. Call us up.
Caller, good morning.
Hello, morning.
Morning.
Sharon, Dominic. Yeah, listen.
Morning.
I was a major conspiracist in terms of vaccines and things, but I wanted to be honest. I'll go in first. And I really was inspired by the press conference that Dr. Rowley had. You know, where he lay out everything and all the attempts that was made and how we get in it. And so I really read that. I ain't gonna lie, if people wasn't inspired, I'm talking about whether PNM, whether UNC, by the face value of the press conference, you're wicked in your heart, Fred. If you understand, you're on nonsense and you're on trying to derail the country and bring chaos to the country because, you know, the administration really step up to all criticisms. They're filling up all the gaps where these negative people speaking about. And I will be going for a vaccine. I'm in the sector, and I think we just waiting on confirmation and stuff like that when to move for it and stuff like that. And I am a major conspirator against vaccines and things, but no, real talk. But the consideration from a fellow being and the fact that, you know, all over the world, it actually bringing about the decrease in numbers is a chance to take. You understand? It's something to say prayers and say, God, let me join this thing because if it's preventing you who have it from giving it to another person, that is a major step forward, if you understand what I'm trying to say. Because none of them them conspiracy theorists, they have no solution or they do not have any alternative knowledge to put into the forefront. And, you know, this way that they will come and criticize every move that the government make. I find that disingenuous, it's shallow, it's weak, and it's like it dunce now, it's overbearing now, Sharon. Have a nice day, everybody.
Thanks.
My friend Pamela is saying that Bruce didn't finish paying the initial price.
It's still lined up here, you know, Sharon.
It's still there?
Yeah, it's lined up.
There was time. It's 8:29. Well, probably you can give them a little piece again. But she was merely asking for statistics. Where's where's the information? Where's the data? Where is the data? Come on. People, take your vitamin Z, vitamin zinc, vitamin D3, vitamin C. Take your vitamins on a daily basis. Eat properly. Do the right thing. Sanitize. I mean, some of us being very careful, and some people still got COVID because sometimes you heard what the doctor said on Monday when I played it. He lapsed somewhere and can't remember if it's by taking off his scrub and he forget and put his hand in his face or whatever. You have to continue keeping your surroundings clean. Why had Bruce and play them finish it if they could play the whole thing or just parts of it? I know she didn't use any obscene language.
Okay, cool. So it's continuing here.
So the light. Everybody that light went in the Queen's Park Savannah and sit down and get that free vaccine. And I ain't hear nobody from them quarters dead yet. Nobody. I have personal friends, more than 18. I went and talked to them who take the vaccine, get the vaccine. Them ain't dead yet. So what nonsense we pushing and promoting amongst ourselves? Start to do things with some knowledge and backup and stop listening to these people that pushing their agendas. But don't take the vaccine, don't take the vaccine, don't take the vaccine. It's a choice. All right? But let it be your choice on your terms based on fact. Let it be your choice. Don't let anybody make a decision for you, and let that choice be based on fact. And the fact is, the vaccine that was distributed in Trinidad a few weeks ago has not killed anybody yet. As far as I know. We need to stop, we need to stop, we need to stop, man. You know, the line of man, or the race of man, that don't know the history is doomed to repeat it.
So
that's
true.
a saying. You don't know your history, the mistakes of the past will be repeated. In every scourge, every disease, and when I say scourge, the diseases that were ravishing the world in the past. Let's go up to date. Yellow fever. All of we had this yellow fever mark on my hand. All of we. Now my yellow fever, wait now. My yellow fever, mister. Oh, it high up. Now my yellow fever mark. Look at it. Where the vaccine burned you as a child. Now you have to take the yellow fever vaccine. Polio was before that. Polio ravaged through the world and had women and families with deformed babies, children whose limbs weren't fully formed. You know, when you see a little child long time with a finny hand, mother didn't get the vaccine or didn't take the vaccine, again, fear mongering. And your child pay the price for it. Before that was the measles vaccine, and there was a strain of measles, and there is a strain of measles, I should say, because it's not past tense, called rubella. And rubella was wiping you out. Now all babies born have to take the measles and rubella and polio and yellow fever vaccines. All you find, the vaccine, it come too fast. You would have preferred to take 10 years. You would have trust it more in 10 years.
Yeah.
And one thing she forgot to say, tetanus.
Yeah.
Tetanus. Trinidad and Tobago, all you continue to listen to them and they say that rubbish. And see how far it will take us, or if it will take us anywhere at all. Let us continue in that vein. I have nothing to say. It is up to you. I am seeing I got a message. Good morning. It is all well and good to applaud the turnout for vaccine, but some order should have been put in place to avoid what is happening at some of these centers. The crowds are great and the police is not accommodating senior citizens with crutches and wheelchairs. His response is in Marabella. To me and my relative is that we should have been earlier. Sharon, earlier than 6 a.m., maybe alphabetical order could be used for different days. I know that you are influential. We are at the Marabella's health facilities or the health center or wherever. And I find that kind of strange. If you have people in wheelchairs and crutches, you will make them stand out the whole time.
Yeah, I said they could let them go to the front.
Some of them police and some of them must be vex the vaccine take off like that. Must be you. Sure to it me there. But people, the news today to spread is to go and get your vaccine. Go and get your vaccine. I'm seeing Vanessa talking to me here. A vaccine for the coronavirus has been worked on a long time. Good morning to you, my darling. Thank you so kindly. Trinidad and Tobago, go out and get your vaccine. And I'm seeing people saying health centers only want to take 100 people per day. We had TTMA going to the Nagari site and they did 20, how much? 100 persons in one day.
Plus, yes.
In one day. So why you want to limit to 100? I mean, yes, the space, because every patient who gets the vaccine has to take a 20 minutes to look at to see any side effect.
Yeah.
But 100, man? Come on, man. We could do better than that. I said we can do this thing so differently. You have to have 4 stations to get the vaccine. And the place where you're putting them to recover, cool. And my thing is, it's easy, you know. It's very easy. If they could go to the Nagar, can we find an open place? For instance, this is just me, for instance, in Sawa, they could have used the basketball court to do the vaccine, or to do the vaccine, to vaccinate people. And either they go into the health center to do the recovery, or they do it vice versa. We have the basketball court right next to the health center, where you could space out, get your vaccine, and you sit there and relax. But you have to have the amount of nurses to take charge.
Sharon, how to put it, boy? The report, should I say report? The paper that you have to fill out where there are some questions. Can we, is it possible if we can have someone come outside to the people with the forms and go through that process? So when they reach inside, right, they could hold on to the paper where you can see it mark approved, or everything is okay, so that they could, when they reach in there, it's just to get the jab and head out. You have on this go through the same formalities like what we went through the other day, where you get the blood test, the glucose test, and so that part of it is over. So when it's just a matter of going to the job.
I want to ask you a question. When you went for yours, it was an easy sailing?
I find it was easy. Well, yeah.
You see how I did?
What happened?
Right. Anyhow,
let me see.
Going ahead. A friend of mine sent me, he said, where vaccines are concerned, we may need to stop the walk-in. We are not ready to deal with that amount of persons at health centers. Lines are too long. And that's what I'm saying. For instance, can we use is it that we have the manpower in which to do the vaccination? Do we have the manpower?
Yeah.
And if we have the manpower, then we can look for open out spaces. So, because if the Nagar, I'm using that as an example, it was done smoothly and 25 to 2,600 persons were vaccinated. I don't understand. If we can do it, as I said, in particular places, but I know right now people are eager to get a vaccine.
Yeah.
They don't want to hear nothing about crowd and so on and so on. And yes, I'm saying if we can make the form in a way that it can be downloaded and we can listen, I am volunteering my services to get the forms. I don't mind. Or they send it, I will download it, print it, I don't mind. I will spend my money to do the ink and get it from my Sawa people. I do have a problem with that. And I think I'm going to do that this morning. I know my mechanism. I'm going to make a little call. I don't have a problem downloading the forms or getting the forms and getting help to help people to fill it out. I don't have a problem with that. I think that might be, if we get people to do that, it might be even better.
Yeah.
You need to just help them fill the form, and they give you the information and you fill the form and go on, and that's it.
Yeah.
It's easier process, and you have to have this form, get it form, and then you have to, I want a pen, I don't write. Come on. So Trinidad and Tobago, I think that might be an easier process, but...
The screening is the word, Sharon. And now get it right.
That's right.
Screening.
The
screening.
So you have it in advance and, you know...
I mean to say, it may, according to you, they may not have the manpower, but if they do, is something to look at, you know? At least if they do like 10 people, and then, you know, those 10 people, then they come and do an next 10 people, it might help speed up the process. And you find the flow might be so much easier and all. You know?
I've seen one of my workers come in and she get her job. She must be coming to complain. But Trinidad and Tobago, listen, you know it's the first day today, and we will have some little teething problem. It will solve itself, don't worry. It will work out. All I'm asking you, please practice the social distancing. Wear your mask, and make sure you have your sanitizer at hand.
I have to call and see if my mommy is back home.
She went this morning?
Yeah, she went but she went early, so I don't know if she got through us yet or if she's still in the line, so I'll have to give her a call when I'm finished.
I'll call and find out.
Yeah.
So let me say to the 600 persons who are looking at us on our YouTube, and well, it was 293. I don't know if it's past 300 on the Facebook. I'm afraid to put it on.
I'm going to check it now.
Check the Facebook. We want to thank all of you for tuning in. All you know, when I come, I just be hot. And I like to make my back and I ain't taking no nonsense from nobody. If you give me a chance, people, if you give me a chance, and God says, Sharon, go out there to save my people. I'm going to look to breathe life into everybody. I want to bring back the dead and all. Let me practice the thing, man.
270 on Facebook.
All right. So we have time for politicking. There's not the time for politicking. There's the time to save lives. There's the time to save lives. And we're standing together on that. Come on. Let me say to Sheldon, my darling, good morning to you. To all the Titans, good morning. To all of Trinidad and Tobago, good morning. To all of foreign viewers, listeners, all of you, we love you. We love you. I want to be here with you. I want to be safe as much as I want you to be safe. I want to be here with you all the time. Right? So, with that, we have a couple more minutes to take some calls.
Yes, we do.
Take the calls. Anybody sending me any more videos?
Caller, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Hi, good morning.
Sharon, good morning.
Morning.
I should say good morning. Listen, I had the experience of going to a vaccination site this morning, and I want to say something. I know Sharon is imploring people to go out, but I think what the problem is that because people are eager to take the vaccine, there's a huge number of people coming out to the vaccination areas. And what you have happening is that as opposed to the location up in the savannah and where they did it in the Nagar, where there's a huge amount of space where they can take people into a section and they can have social distancing and all of that, these health centers cannot handle that. So people have to be wary of that. What I do know is that at these health centers, because of the sheer volume and the spacing, you know, like some streets where these health centers are, it's very narrow, so parking is an issue and all of that. They're only taking a few numbers for the day of people who are not are like a 60 and above, but the 60 and above can still come in just to keep the numbers down. So people have to be wary of that. So I will suggest, because I've had the experience this morning, I went to Princess Town this morning, I would suggest if you go to a health center and there's a huge amount of people, turn away and go back another time. Because what happens is that people are social distancing. Everybody wants the vaccine, which is good. But because they're not practicing social distancing, there's no shelter for people. Down in the south, it's overcast. So you have the issue of rain. Nobody's turning away old people. They're taking the older people actually. They're turning away the younger ones for now because of the areas where these health centers are. They can't hold the volume of people. And then remember, you have the recovery session it means that we're going for these people to recover. You understand what I'm saying? So I think people are heeding the call, which is good. I think what you have happening is that so much people are coming at the same time at areas that are not as large as Queen's Park, Savannah, and the Wali Nagar to hold the volume. So you will have a super spreader. So in my case, I went, and when I saw what was happening, I said, no, I'm not going to go today. I'll turn back and come back another time. There's some people who are not doing that. They're there and they want the thing today because there's some arguments and little squabbles. So I think one of the best things to do is to implore people, yes, go take your vaccine, but be wary of the area you're going. If it doesn't allow for social distancing, then make the conscious decision and go back. If it does, then you heed the instructions from the people who are taking care of, you through the process. But you can't, I know past Marabella not bad. You should go Princess Tong. Princess Tong, the line is long, like 200 meters long. If you see cars, it have about 4 or 5 police vans trying to disperse people, and the people not moving. And this is the problem you're having. You know what I mean? They are trying to save your life as well, but they're saying that the police running here because they're waiting to get the vaccine. It's not that. Too much people. And then you have St. Madeleine, even worse. People like that. So people need to be wary of that. We're still in a pandemic and there's still vaccines. But if your location does not allow for social distancing for the mass amount of people, then make the conscious decision. Go home. And if you can't go tomorrow, go the day after. If you understand what I'm saying. But don't make it look like you know what I mean, So it's really tough. But at the end of the day, this is from my experience. And it's just for people to make a very conscious decision as to what is best for your safety and protection. You're going to still get the vaccine, but at the end of the day, if there are too much people, turn around. Come back another day. You know what I mean? Or find another location. That's just my take. If it's up in, the Wali Nagar, they could vaccinate 500,000. They have the space to space everybody. And then remember, some of these health centers have clinics. So you still have to deal with people who already have appointments to come today, tomorrow, etc., etc. So that's the only thing I want to say. Guys, ought to just make the decision. I turn around, I go back next time. That's all. If I'm running away, and then just be safe. People just see the blinds, the close, and I'm like, what's going on here? And I'm like, no. I said that we go. I tell my son that we go to the car. You know what I mean? So that's just all I have to say. Guys, stay safe, stay healthy, vaccinate, but make the wise decision, man. Oh gosh, it ain't going away. It ain't running away.
Thank you.
Yeah, okay.
All right, so Trinidad and Tobago, of course, we're running out of time, so people be mindful when you're calling. Let's get it as tight as possible. Then the management of handling the thing is not going as it should. Because if you know you can take 100 people, get a cutoff time, a cutoff space. Somebody must be monitoring the outside to see. They get a cutoff space and they say, okay, from here to there, let me give you the forms with numbers on them.
Correct, yes.
Okay, so we can number the forms from 1 to 100 and from 100 to 200 and so on. When I reach the 100 quota of the forms, we say, okay, this is where we're cutting off for today because we can only do 100. And the other from there going down, you give them a time, okay, you come tomorrow from 101 to 200, you come tomorrow. From 201 to so and so, you come the next day. Simple and straight. We're not managing the thing. But I am saying people want to be vaccinated. My point is, yes, telling it to go. But according to what Mary says, if you see the line is long and the social distance is not happening, then you need to move from there.
Yeah.
But what you need to have a management process. And it's so simple. So I know exactly what I'm going to do in my area. I want to help. I have no problem with helping. I have no problem with printing the forms. I can sit down and number the forms. I don't have any problem with that. But something had to work out so that everybody be able to get vaccinated. Because I know today would have been, people was calling like that. If I show you my phone with text messages and calls, I had to turn off my phone at one point in time. I stopped answering. It was too much. So Trinidad and Tobago, it's 8:50 a.m. We could take maybe about a call or two, short and sweet, and then we get ready for
Daily Word.
That's right, Daily Word.
Okay. Take a call. Caller, good morning.
Blessed morning, Mr. Bruce Wayne. I hope you enjoyed that day yesterday. Think as a baby again. Blessed morning, Miss Felix and Mr. Bruce, Dominic. Miss Felix, the caller, that last caller made the exact point. The vaccine is running away, no way. Only please, take all the time. It's only let me try and run it out for the month. You guys were showing you? Let me take our time and choose a date. Instead of running, everybody running, it says the vaccine is running, no way. We have even up all of the going straight down to August, September, which is going on. All we have to do right now still is to stay safe. Follow the instructions of sanitizing, mask wearing, and social distancing, and stop the congregating. This is what the vaccine, the virus loves, congregation. Let us stop the congregation. Thank you very much, Ms. Sharon Felix.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Sharon, I'm taking any more calls. We at the countdown as we go.
Getting ready. All right, so the word for today is rest. But that ain't going to happen in Trinidad and Tobago. Today ain't no resting today. Because people are eager to be vaccinated. So they ain't going to have no resting today. But as Marissa said, and I totally agree with it, yes, why we want to be vaccinated, and I'm saying to go out and get vaccinated. If you see people on social distancing and it's too much for you, simply turn away and try the other day and so on. Try the other day. But I am going to ask, I'm going to call my MP in after the program and ask if the form cannot be downloaded, if people can download the form so that they can go with the form, have it filled out before they reach to the place of where they're going to get their vaccine. Yeah. If they can do that, that would be excellent. So it will ease up the stress on the nurses and the setup crowd. Because remember, and then it might be able to be done online. So you have it properly. Yeah? All right. So Trinidad and Tobago, the words for today is rest. I'm seeing, oh gosh, I can't do anything else now. Let me say good morning to Darian Marcel. Good morning to my darling. Good morning to John Reed Benoit, John Gill. Good morning to my friends. I rest in the deep peace of God. My body gives me the power to exercise or perform physical work, and I reward it with rest from labor. My mind uses its creative energy to solve problems and formulate solutions. I nurture my busy mind with time in the silence and the stillness. As I rest my body and mind, I find deep, rejuvenating peace in God. So much more than mere indulgence, restful interludes are necessary for my body and mind to function optimally. I do those things that help me to let go and release the busyness of my day. I find my deepest rest in God, where I am closest to spirit in my mind and heart. I release what is and what will be in faith that the divine presence within is the source of my good. Come to me, all you that are weary and are carrying heavy burdens, and I will give you rest. Matthew 11:28. Trinidad and Tobago, it was a pleasure being here this morning. Talk to you again on Friday morning. I do enjoy my sessions, so does Bruce. Yes. And we try to make sure that we give you facts, information, and research. Trinidad and Tobago, be safe. Practice your protocols, wear your mask, social distance, sanitize, and be safe. Talk to you on Friday morning. We're gone. Be good. Ciao.
Ooh.
take us out. Who love the party? Any party in here? All who missing party. If you know you're missing party, I want your hands so. I want your hands so. You have to be like this. Hold on. I want them go with you because there's a little time to party here, boy. I ain't get the party, you know. There's no only time. So I only want to wave with me. We're taking all the wave we could. Start from top. Who love the party? Put your hand in there. All the party. Turn up. We love the party. Oh Lord. Who love the party? Put your hand in there. Yeah, man. Hey. Who love the party? Oh. Yeah, man. Who love the party? God love. Say, come on.